When Melissa and I first got married, our promises felt unbreakable. We built our lives around each other. Shared bills, shared dreams, shared scars. But somewhere along the line, those promises began to fade like ink washed away by time. Her laughter, once a melody that filled our home, turned sharp, hollow, like a knife hidden behind a smile. I tried to ignore it, told myself it was stress, exhaustion, maybe just a rhythm of long-term love. But denial only lasts until truth kicks the door open. It started small, late nights at the office, phone calls taken in another room, makeup she never used suddenly part of her daily routine. "It's just work," she'd say. You wouldn't understand how demanding it's gotten. I wanted to believe her. God knows I did. But then one night, she came home smelling of cologne that wasn't mine. Something in my chest snapped. When I confronted her, she didn't cry, didn't even deny it. She just smirked. Like the truth wasn't a burden, but a weapon she'd been waiting to use. "You think everything belongs to you, don't you?" she said coldly. "Even me. But newsflash, Daniel, my lips don't belong to you anymore." Her words cut deeper than any betrayal could. It wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it. Detached, rehearsed, and something inside me broke. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, to make sense of how we went from partners to strangers standing in the ruins of a life we built together. But instead, I laughed, a bitter, hollow laugh that scared even me. "Then you can keep your debts, too," I said. The word slipped out raw, unplanned, final. She blinked, confused. For the first time, I saw fear flicker in her eyes. Maybe she thought I'd beg like before. But that version of me, the man who tolerated her lies, died the moment she said her lips belonged elsewhere. The silence that followed was deafening. She tried to speak, but I was already packing. My laptop, a few essentials. No hesitation. "Daniel," she whispered, voice trembling. "You don't mean that. You're just angry." "You're right," I said. "I'm angry, but I'm also done." Her face fell. "What do you mean, done? You can't just walk away after everything." "After everything?" I cut her off. "Melissa, I gave you everything. My trust, my patience, my time, and you traded it for office lights and whispered lies." She flinched. "It wasn't like that," she murmured. I turned, met her eyes for the first time in months. "Then tell me what it was like. Tell me why you smell like another man's cologne. Tell me why your lips no longer belong to me." She opened her mouth, but nothing came out. Just silence. That same silence that had been killing us for months. I walked to the door. "You said your lips don't belong to me." I said quietly. "Fine. But the debts, the bills, the obligations, those were part of the deal too. And now you can keep all of that." She froze. The car loan, the credit cards, the personal debt she'd been hiding. It all hit her at once. "You wouldn't," she whispered. "I already did," I said, hand on the door. "You wanted freedom, Melissa. Congratulations. You've got it, down to the last dollar." Her expression crumbled. The woman who once prided herself on control suddenly looked powerless. I didn't feel joy or revenge, just relief. Sometimes losing someone isn't a tragedy. It's a release. I stepped out into the night, her soft sobs fading behind me. A sound that once would have broken me now only reminded me how much peace costs and how worth it can be. The next morning, sunlight leaked through faded motel curtains. My phone buzzed nonstop. Missed calls, messages, her name flashing again and again. I didn't open a single one. Then a text came through. "I made a mistake. Please come home." Home. That word didn't fit anymore. Our house wasn't home. It was a museum of broken promises. So I replied, not out of anger, but finality. "Your debts and your freedom belong to you now. So do your choices. Goodbye, Melissa." For the first time in years, I felt something close to peace. Not happiness, not yet, but the kind of calm that comes after surviving a storm. Weeks passed. People talked. Some called me heartless. Others called me brave. I didn't correct anyone. People always have opinions about pain they never lived through. Melissa emailed me once more. Said she missed the way I used to look at her. Said she didn't realize what she was losing. But here's what I learned about love. When it's real, you don't have to beg for it to stay. And when it's gone, no apology can bring it back. Months later, I signed the divorce papers without hesitation. And one morning, I woke up, made coffee, and realized the ache was gone. She once told me, "My lips don't belong to you anymore." I used to hate that line. Now I understand it. She was right. Her lips didn't belong to me. But respect, loyalty, honesty, those didn't belong to her anymore either. And when she stopped giving them, our marriage ended itself. In the end, I didn't lose a wife. I just stopped holding on to someone who'd already let go.